Right, welcome ladies and gents. You berated me to continue talking about this. I wanted to wait until it went to court, but in the interest of being completely unbiased, I'm not going to just sit back and let one side of the story be perpetuated, which was of course by his attorney. I now, because you berated me to continue talking about it, I've now got to talk about the other side that's just come out. Well done. And now you'll all accuse me of being racist, because I'm being unbiased and talking about both sides of the story, whilst I just wanted to wait for it to go to court. Well, there you go. This is what you get. Anyway, look, so the last story I did on this, Jonathan Majors his attorney had released a statement that there was probable cause to arrest his ex-girlfriend. Now, there's apparently rumours that didn't happen, or the arrest didn't actually happen. So I don't know how true that is. I can't find anything specific on that, but I've heard some rumours you can discuss in the comments. I don't really give a shit. I was going to wait for this to go to court. But literally, the day after that all came out, 2 days after that all came out, there was a massive report by Rolling Stone, and he had multiple new allegations of violent and abusive behaviour. So there you go, ladies and gents. There's more. So look, I don't know what you want me to say about this, because loads of people want to... I don't want to talk about this. I just wanted to leave it until it went to court. Just like I do with any situation. You know, I did the same with Johnny Depp. Over the years, I addressed it here and there, and then I just chilled on it, and I waited for it to go to court, and then I covered it when it was in court. You know, cover a little bit as it goes along. The initial he said, she said, and then leave it till it goes to court, and then official things happen. This is the same situation with this, but you all wanted me to keep covering it. And now there's more allegations. So here you have it. So there's a massive thing with Rolling Stone. Like, it's quite a large thing. Basically, and it's pretty damning evidence that he, if true, of course, and if any side is true, it's damning evidence, regardless. But yeah, Rolling Stone has spoken with more than 40 people who have had dealings with Majors over the years, during his college days, and more recently working with him on film sets. And it is said that many describe him as being a complicated, unpredictable, and sometimes violent man who can switch from charming to cold in a flash. Now, the report also includes statements from over a dozen sources who claim that Majors was physically and emotionally abusive to at least 2 former girlfriends. My experience in dealing with him and watching him in relationships with several women is really upsetting, said one. I mean, what a bloody headline. Jonathan Majors' extreme abuse allegedly goes back nearly a decade. Now, I'm not going to say Rolling Stone is the be-all and end-all of good journalism. They're not. That would be absolutely nonsensical retardation from me to claim that. But if this is true, this isn't good. Same way, exactly the same way, if his ex-girlfriend was arrested, if that was true, because again, apparently that's not true, that's not good either. Same situation, guys, same situation. But anyway, so there was a 3-month investigation Rolling Stone had, spoke with more than 40 people who've known Majors during his time in graduate school, his Hollywood career, and his romantic relationships. Many describe Majors as being a complicated, unpredictable, sometimes violent man who can switch from charming to cold in a flash. All of the sources for this article requested anonymity, citing fear of career repercussions and personal retribution from Majors. Some claim that they were prohibited from speaking. My only response can be that I'm silenced by an NDA he had me sign, says one person who worked with Majors. That NDAs are not unheard of in Hollywood. Their stories suggest a pattern of alleged physical, mental and emotional abuse that dates back a decade to Majors' time at Yale's David Geffen School of Drama, where he's involved in physical altercations, and continued to the sets of his movies and TV shows where production members raised concerns over his treatment of crew. Yeah. Now, we'll get to... Well, again, in the interest of objectivity, there was a statement from an attorney. Jonathan Majors vehemently denies Rolling Stone's allegations that he physically, verbally or emotionally abused anyone, let alone any of his past romantic partners. And this is Majors' attorney, Dustin A. Push, wrote in a statement, although he's got 2 attorneys by the looks of it, because there was Priya Chowdhury. These allegations are based entirely on hearsay because neither of the romantic partners referenced were willing to engage with Rolling Stone for the article, demonstrating their outright falsity. When it doesn't, but alright. So anyway, Majors also denies any allegations of abuse, violence and intimidation during his time at Yale. Most seriously, more than a dozen sources collectively claim that Rolling Stone that Majors allegedly abused two romantic partners, one physically, both of them emotionally. It was pervasively known that he was a good actor and that he also would terrorise the people that he had dated. Majors allegedly strangled one woman he was dating and was mentally and emotionally abusive with her. 9 of those sources claim the second woman allegedly told friends that her relationship with Majors was emotional torture. Those who are friends with the women or were present during their relationship with Majors independently corroborated details of the alleged abuse. Throughout conversations with Rolling Stone, they described feeling alarmed by what they've witnessed at the time they were told by the women. Or what they were told by the women, sorry. Not great. If true. Why do I have to keep adding that? Because people are dunces, that's why. My experience in dealing with him and watching him in relationships with several women is really upsetting. Covered that already. As an outside observer, it made me uncomfortable. So apparently Majors was aggressive at work. As well, according to sources, most recently on the set of the upcoming film Magazine Dreams, 2 production members claim the 33-year-old actor pushed one person while on set and physically intimidated another while screaming at them, leading to a complaint to producers. The sources say executive producers warned them to give Majors his space. A production source with knowledge of the situation claims to Rolling Stone that producers were only aware of one complaint that was made towards the end of filming and disputed the person was physically intimidated. The allegations that Majors got physically with or physically intimidated anyone on any movie set are downright false. Everyone who has worked with Mr. Majors knows that he employs an immersive method acting style, and while that can be misconstrued as rudeness at times, those who know Mr. Majors and work in the industry have attested to his dedication to his craft as well as his kindness. This is all from his attorney. No one is surprised that this is coming out, one source said. It always felt like it was a matter of time because his behaviour never changed. He's kind of a bad dude, and now it's just catching up with him. I mean, there's more, but, you know, I can't really cover it all because, you know, even if I did and, you know, it was objective, people would be like, oh, you're racist, because you're all apparent idiots these days. Really extreme abuse physically and mentally, apparently. Resulted in him strangling her. This was an ex-girlfriend. I mean, this is awful. Like, if this is true, this is awful, of course. But, you know, this came out a day, 2-3 days after the new claims from Jonathan Majors' attorney. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, we'll have to see how it goes. At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, ladies and gents, at the end of the day, actors being narcissistic and abusive, that's not a huge stretch. Just, you know, it's not a huge stretch. Of course it's not. Yeah, I don't know. It's a difficult situation to go into. When I heard that apparently his ex-girlfriend hadn't been arrested, that was my like, what's going on here then? I don't know. You guys can correct me on that if that is true or false. I have not found it. And at this point in time, you're only going off of what his attorney has said, which is difficult if you can't corroborate it elsewhere. But hey, look, either situation's crap. You know, I don't want him to be an abuser, and I don't want someone to be lying. Both situations are garbage. But let me know what you think down below. I will probably try and stop talking about this now, unless you keep berating me to, until it goes to court, which is what I wanted to do. Because it goes to court next month. I just wanted to leave it and then cover the court case. Because I thought that would be the best case scenario. Cover a little bit. Get both sides. The he said, she said. And then wait. You know, until it actually comes out in court. Because that's when you have to present evidence. Anyone can go to the papers and go, this has happened. Alright, where's the evidence then? Do you see what I mean? And this is why I just wanted to leave it and just wait. But you wanted me to keep talking about it. Right, well anyway, now I'm done. Let me know your thoughts down below. Cheers guys, take care.